Hello. We're here. We're back. It's another week. It's been another long week. But hopefully those are not going to be in much great supply coming soon. Just a lot of things going on at work right now. Yeah, no, that looks okay. Just making sure. So today we're going to play Planet Coaster. I have been in this save for way longer than I'm aware of. So it's a little fledged out, but it's also like I only come to it and play like, an hour or two at a time on this. So like I've got a lot of stuff going on, but like this I've placed like all in one go because like I want to make a mountain range that like hides, because like I kind of liked how when I was walking around in here, like it looks like, I can't tell that I'm just in the middle of nowhere. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I'll probably just continue, and I thought it was a good use for all the pre-made coasters because I can kind of just interlink everything and then build mountains around it. So let's get into the game here, because I'm going to remember this time. And not just leave you in the tiny window forever. But this time around, I think first off we'll just kind of tour because this I've seen it all, but you guys haven't. And then once that's kind of done, I'll probably move into trying to fill out some more of this area and like getting these ones ready so we can extend the park along this line, and then we'll probably try to like do it again over here and then connect the middle. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And then we can kind of build stuff out along the way and fill out the middle. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like a big lake or something in here. I'm not sure yet. Right now it's kind of just paths extending out. They don't have to be there, we'll see. So yeah, let's kind of tour. So you enter from the cave of wherever, the teleportation archways. I guess we live in the Stargate future. We come in through here, free admission. You just walk in. You're immediately met with the fast pass guy, which I think I'm charging like $20 for. 18. I might lower it just a little bit. They're like $17.50. So you come in. This is also good. I can kind of like give things a look over. Yeah, this is going to just be going constantly, by the way. So if you don't like notifications, this is not the game for you. Let me move this up just a little bit. There we go. So yeah, you can see I'm on year 42, so I've been here forever. So when you walk in, first thing I had was a food court, which I thought was smart. Well, I guess it wasn't first. I guess first I built this stuff just to kind of get people in the park. It was really just kind of like these rides right here, these 4. And then I got this one and kind of these 2, and then I built this one, and this was like my first big ride. And then I was kind of building this, but nobody was using it. So I built this thing because there's a lot of people out here that really wanted like food and stuff. There's also a restaurant here because I've got a big hotel I built here. That way, and I've kind of put it like out away from here, but not too far. That way, like when the guests kind of get around here, they can stay in the hotel and then continue doing the rest of it. That's the idea. And I'm thinking I'm going to put another one like over here. And then probably some more, like another over here, maybe another in the middle. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, this was kind of the main first entertainment block, along with these two guys. And then this was my first, like, this is Boom Boats. It's pre-made, but I made all the scenery around it. And I've got this nice little focal point with a super wet vending machine, I'm sure. Right here. I don't know if people actually use it. I think they're supposed to like take pictures there or something. But anyways, as I was saying, right here, they weren't using it very much because it's right at the beginning. So like when they come in with pretty much full stats. So like here's some people walking in. So like I guess they have a little bit, but it's usually not too bad. So they don't really do much here. They're usually not very hungry at the very least. So when I started building out this way, I noticed that when they come back, they start using it. So like this game's all kind of about, you know, crowd flow control, which is kind of cool. And I know there's a second game, excuse me, but I haven't bought it yet. It was like, turn that on real quick. It's like a barking dog out there or something. Another thing that I figured out, don't do this. I built my fast pass lane like this because I was like, oh, you know, it'll make it really short and, you know, that's good. You want a little bit of extra space in this so they can queue up, and also you don't want it too close to the end because they like, the way they like filter through is really slow, and this can have to like start before they can actually filter through. So you're better off having like a full like load's worth before you put this in. So recommendations there. Learn from me. This is a cool one. This again, I haven't actually made a custom coaster in this one yet, but I'll have to soon because I've placed all of them now. But yeah, I like this little queue area. I do wish there was some easier ways to fly around with the camera, like as a person. Because I feel like I don't have any up and down control. I don't know how to do that. So maybe there is a way to do that and I just don't know. But yeah, this was the second big coaster that I built. And it's not fully like finished yet, like foliage wise, because I'm kind of like it's really tedious to place all this. So what I do is I kind of just, as I go out here, I do like a little section, just kind of as I go. I haven't done any of this yet. Like this is because I just built this. So there's a tornado here, and I also built this little square here at this like tower thing. We've got the saluting guy up there. And I've got like the guards guarding the ATMs and stuff. I thought that was fun. But drinks are the big one. Everybody wants drinks. And make sure you have a toilet as well. It's also good to have like first aid around the sickening rides. Which suddenly we're in the bumper cars. I like this mountain here. I think that's cool. It makes for a lot of cool like pictures. Especially at night. Which I might have the lighting set. Yes, I do. Let's see what actual time it is. Ooh. Yeah. We can see how like how much more lighting I actually need. So yeah, I'm probably gonna plant some like arches across here with the better lights, like the whalebone arches or something. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm also thinking maybe of just doing like the, what is it? The street light things. Let's see what our options are. So we got like these as an option. Suppose we could like make our own little like string light thing. Feels a little tedious though. That's not very lighty. Eh. Yeah, so I think I kind of just like these. So I might just place these along. But we'll do that in a bit. Because maybe the darkness is the ambience that we need. I like the cue for this one as well. It might be a little dark. I might need a few more torches, but it's really jungly and snaky. So you can get lots of people on it. And I like accidentally did the fast pass right, which I also really like that with the lights. However, this is really dark. Now I'm like zoomed in all the way. See, this is what I don't get. I feel like there's a way to like go up and down that I'm not aware of. Oh, that's right. That's an artifact from terrain sculpting. There we go. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do what I did with this one. Come on. Here we go. Actually, this one, I think, did it on its own. Or maybe I did it somewhere else. Yeah, I kind of like did these lanterns like that. So let's do that. Oh my. Like I said, the camera leaves a bit to be desired sometimes, or I'm just not very good at it. One of the two. Alright, let's see if we can get just a regular lantern. Just kind of sitting here. Oh, it doesn't let me do that. Okay, we can go here. Oops. Get another one. Kind of off here. Why isn't it lighting? I don't get it. Okay. Does it not work without a roof? Weird. I've never really encountered this before. Okay. There. That should be better. Okay. Goodness me. Should make sure, is there like a... Perfect. Already did that. Look at me go. Something for my mouse there. I've actually ridden one of these before. It's pretty intense, honestly. Because like this flip up here at the top, and like sometimes down at the bottom when it like swings you up, like is real G intensive. Excuse me. Excuse me. Tonight was tacos again. We are a fan of the tacos around this house. Okay. So what should we look at next? Let's ride some coasters. So let's ride the boom boat first, because everybody just like queues up for this thing. Oh no, we don't want to like ruin it. Okay, so it's gonna put us in on that car. Let's check our staff. Pretty sure I researched everything, yeah. Doing good. Too bad that's not how it actually works. These guys are all in normal and might be worth hiring another. Should probably also start looking into rosters. I never really did that. Just stick another 3 in. Because I am making money at the wazoo. I like how the fire them is a bulldozer. It's like, well, Jim, you didn't make the cut. Get in the bulldozer. Or get in front of the bulldozer. Push you out. Okay. So now that we have hired some park staff, will you actually let us see? Okay, this actually is pretty close to the start, I think. Honestly, this is kind of lame. I don't see why people line up for this. All right, let's go. Let's go ride the second coaster then. We're not totally done with all of the scenery and stuff, but I'm curious to see what this is like at night. Is there a way to... Ah, here we go. I always miss that little extra expander thing. Oops, expander thingy. That dude just looks like a real dude. I also like the two colors, like the one mustache color and the regular hair color. Yeah, with some extra scenery, this would be cool. Should maybe move some of that. It looks like he got whacked by it. It might be worth putting some lights in. Okay. So that one's kind of fun. This is the second one I put in. Looks like it's just getting ready to load up, so perfect. This one's always got a full line, so it'll load up real quick. Alright, here we go. For those of you who get motion sick, look away. So if I remember right, this one has quite the drop going on. Here comes the carriage. We must be waiting for the other train car to get to the place it's supposed to be in. Here we go. This guy reminds me of, oh, what's the movie? Or not movie, TV show. Babylon 5. He reminds me of Garibaldi. That is a show I haven't seen in a long time. It was a pretty good show, honestly, for its time. Here we go. Oh yeah, I've got to replace all this because I had to put the other ones in. So I deleted some mountain back there because I had to put other roller coasters in. You can't just, like, place them in the mountains. You gotta build the mountains after. That's a cool one. I might clean that up a little. That's kind of cool. And just suddenly it's not scary anymore. Like, yeah, this could be cool with some like water or something dynamic going on. Maybe get some lights in there. I don't know. I kind of like it at the end of the tunnel too. Oh, that's floating. I do not understand why that turns on and off. Okay, that should be a little better. I do like the entrance to this a lot. Still need to dress this one up. I'm thinking of making this one like a mine. Get some like trees and bushes and stuff around the outer edge to like kind of hide, you know, out there. But I like my little oasis in paradise here. Okay. So, I guess we haven't ridden this one. We could ride this one. It looks like they're just going up the... Yeah, we just got up the... I don't know what you call that, like the winch? The thing that hoists you up to the top? I guess it's a winch. I really haven't really thought about it much. This one needs some foliage and stuff for sure. I think I have one more roller coaster that's actually functioning right now, which is this one. Oof. Here we go, right at the start. Yeah. Oh, you're done. Okay, we're getting these two. Or is it 4? I think these are 4s. Yeah, they're 4s, back to back. She reminds me of the librarian in the Goofy movie. If I remember right, these spin. Yep, here they go. This would be super disorienting. I think we're waiting for the next car. You get one last little tease at the end. Also got some claw machines out here. These waste your money. It's like FYI, you can totally tune these to have a drop rate. So like even if you do everything right, you can still like it'll just drop it. It'll grip it too weak to actually hold it. Got some dubstep stuff going on over here. These can also be pretty intense if you've ever been on one. I think Final Destination has one of these flying off. It's like it goes too fast, out of control or something. I want to say that's one of those. Well, that's kind of cool at night. Hey, you're a classic now. Let's go back up to 15. You're just old. Those are already priced in. You're old. And have like no line. It's already down to like $6. Let's try 5. Are you finally old? Yes. Let's bring you down to 18. I might have to go lower, but we'll see. Yeah, you have nobody either. Now I can hold quite a few. We'll go down to 6. Drop like a big box out there. One of the downsides of having super like tree naturey queues is they're hard to see how full they are sometimes. I think I'm okay with this one because it looks like it's sustaining enough people to actually fill it. But it is aging, so let's go, yeah, let's just bring it down to like, I don't know, 13. Maybe we can get some more people through it. Yeah, I just built you. You are a classic. Good. And full. Let's go up just a little bit. This one's very finicky. I remember this. If I go any higher than this, it's usually got a problem with it. Let's try 8. Thin that line a little bit. You look like you could get a little cheaper. Oh, you're like a month until Classic. We'll leave it. I hate that. Those are separate. Probably charge a bit more for you, because you're Classic now. Yeah, you're also a classic now. I'm okay with your line. This is just the mob of people who want to ride this. Okay. I think you're one of the newest things in here. Looks like we could bring the price down just a little bit. See if we can get some more people out to it. Could do with getting some benches and stuff through here. Wish some of these windows would light up. That would be cool. Maybe that's a thing in the next one. But as you can see, I don't feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of this one yet. Well, okay, I've gotten my money's worth, but I don't feel like I've exhausted it yet. This is gonna be cool when I get the rest of the mountains out here. And then I can just, like, anywhere look out and it's mountainy in the distance. Alright. So I've got the queues for a lot of these built. Where did I stop on queues? Okay. So yeah, let's go ahead and see if we can get, at the very least, let's try to get this one and over going. So I feel like we could get some mountains out to, like, at least here. And then we can maybe take on the humongous task of starting to, you know, foliate this big mountain range. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So yeah, let's get the terrain editor. Let's also just set it to nice and daytime. Let's do like 12 p.m. Sure. Does this really not do 12? No, it does. Okay, it's just being weird about it. Terrain, there we are. Probably do it a little bigger, actually. Just making sure. It's like, I suppose I haven't looked at my CPU yet, and I know I have some, like, heating issues with how hot it is lately. I probably just need to top the reservoir off. I'm liquid cooled, for those who don't know. I run my own custom loop. My reservoir, like, it's just because it's been so hot, my reservoir's having trouble staying full. Because, like, all liquid cooling systems, for the most part, have a, especially if you build it yourself, will have just a little bit of an evaporation thing going on. So it's not like a perfect closed loop, if you will. Here we go. Thinking this will be kind of cool. And then I want to, like, I want to see if I can, like, draw a big arch up to this. Maybe make this a little bigger. But yeah, long story short, my liquid cooling has to be filled up every once in a while. Which again, isn't that out of the norm. At least with custom loops. And it's just been exceptionally hot. So I gotta be careful with CPU games, because my reservoir can get a little too hot. There we go. That's kind of nifty. Yeah, that'll be kind of cool. Let's get this grounded again. Suppose this would look really crazy. Like riding the roller coaster and watching the ground change. That'd be pretty freaky. Here we go. Get those ugly support beams away. There we go. Don't worry about the rock, just protruding towards you, it's fine. Okay, we gotta get really tall here. Definitely have to roughen this up. I like the idea of maybe doing a big arch. I don't know. Maybe split. Yeah. Let's make this just a little smaller. That'd be kind of cool. Give him a little cave to walk into. That'd be kind of interesting. Honestly, let's just see if we can do a nice little, like, overhang. Another little arch. Yeah, that's kind of cool. For when we soften it up, let's just get this a little beefier. Cool. Cool. All right, let's do some shaping here. I'll have to do some more over there. And some more back here. There, that's looking pretty mountainy. Do feel like we might need just a little more footing here. Make sure we don't go too overboard. We could probably fix some of that with some plants. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So this coaster is encompassed. I think we're good to... Yeah, it's got a 0% scenery, so we should wait until we get some scenery around the openings before we actually open these. Yeah, until we open, it's not actually ticking. Good. Okay. So let's get some more terrain. Feel like this is going to be another big, like, double arch thing kind of going on. I kind of like the idea of that. Just freedom strut. There we go. Here we go. I kind of like that. But I also feel like it connect one more time here. Because I also like that. But I do want to make it just a little bit bigger. There, I like that a little more. Okay. Back half. I think this would be cool if you were like circling a drain kind of thing. Maybe we put a small water feature in here. Can we like push that back up maybe? Yeah, maybe. Oop, nope, too much. Yeah. Make this kind of like of a lagoon kind of thing going on. I like that. So let's make this just a little bigger. Let's get some more mountain out here. Like a duck or something out there. Get just a little higher here. Smooth that back out so it doesn't look as weird. Just do some flattening real quick. Because then I can smooth it a little easier. Make that property line a little harder to distinguish. Even though all the foliage will stop there. So I suppose it might be a losing battle. That's like kind of weird. I don't necessarily like that. Yeah, there we go. Suck it in a little. I'm okay with that. That will look pretty cool if we can get some water in there. Kind of like that. Any other places it'll let me put it? Ah. But I do think it would be kind of cool to see if we can have like a waterfall here. I don't know if that's a thing you can do. It's probably a scenery item if I were to guess. Okay. Not gonna work, unfortunately. That would be good for the bottom of it. Oops. There's really no waterfall. Or even something I can kind of cheese it with. I suppose I could kind of cheese it with this. Or sorry, not that. This. Let's see if maybe I can cheese it with this. Should put some lower too. Kind of. Not bad. Considering there is no waterfall. I'll take it. Alright, let's keep building some mountains out this way. Feel like I want a big old strut here. Oof. There we go. Here we go. Yeah. L turns on a flashlight. Let's do one of these. I kind of like that. It's unique looking. Okay. So let's take a look at what our things are doing here. Gotta like keep them straight too. Because there's two different coasters here. There's the yellow strutted one and then the blue strutted one. And I guess there's also this white one. And then the race car track too. This is quite the mess. But I think I see the general topography that I'm going to go for. So this definitely needs to be a big mountain. We'll rough that up just a little bit. All right, let's make it so this looks a little more natural. Okay, can we like connect this up somehow? Yeah, yeah, I like. That's so dangerous. So if you like mess up, I guess there is cage on it, but like there's a roller coaster right here. It's also the slow part, I guess. I like that better. Okay, let's get some sideways action here so we can kind of get into the next, because there's going to be another big one right here probably. So let's just do that. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like dives down through it. There we go. A little higher, actually. There we go. Okay, I like the way this is shaping up. Kind of wondering if maybe we put like another like mound here. Kind of connect it up to this one a little bit. We'll do a little shaping, but yeah, like kind of like. Okay, that's definitely gonna need shaped a little bit. Oh, I see, it's inverted. Okay, that could be kind of cool, actually. Let's lower the size a little bit and see if we can build like a big arch here. There's that. That's kind of cool. Again, we'll probably need shaped a little, but I kind of like the idea of that. These will be some fun roller coasters to test. All right, let's do some roughening. What on earth is that? Okay, definitely think this is gonna come out like here and maybe like over this way a little bit. Then again, we could maybe try to terminate a bunch of it right here in this little green area, which that would be kind of neat. It would give us a little more room to maybe put another like concession stand or something. Some toilets and another ATM. Maybe I'm kind of thinking of making this another concession stand. It just feels like the right place for it, doesn't it? Okay. Interesting. Too bad I can't find a bigger version of that. But I like that just fine. Okay. So let's actually pull some more into here. I think that'll be okay. I'm trying to like place sight lines and stuff. Because I want to try and keep you engaged in the park, even though it doesn't matter. But I like it. I think as long as we get enough bushes and trees here, it'll be fine. Let's make that a little bigger. I want to fully enclose this white one. I want to see if I can just have it ride the edge. Let's get just a little smaller. Looks like it might be worth actually just having another kind of big little mound. Big little... a big, like, width-wise, but short mound here. There we go. Can you tell my brain's fried? Like, it has been a week. Yeah, I like that. Okay, that's as good as it gets. Then let's see if we can do like a little. Yeah. This is another really tall part that we're probably going to need a bit of a cliff for. And stop. Just realized how that drops. That's scary. That's like evil. You're gonna experience actual free fall in that. And you like go vertical too when you go up. Wow, that's a scary one. I like these super tiny. Okay, let's give him at least a little reassurance that it's not gonna fall on him. There, I would feel better about that. Let's just grow these as much as we can. There we go. I like that little peek in. So which way do they go? Okay, so they come in that way. So they start out going this way. I just realized the flags. That's funny. These flags have worn into the mountain over hundreds of years. That would be some crazy wind wear. The rest can probably be roughed out. There. A little less rock on top of them now, too. Okay. So let's make this bigger. This very clearly needs to be bigger. Okay, I'm okay with that. That looks kind of cool. Okay. Okay, I like this. Let's see if we can get ourselves a little arch. Like connects up with something here. Might have to correct that a little bit, but we'll see. Whoa, where did I go? Okay, I'm cool with that. Feel like I can be good with that. Kind of tempted to do another and like connect them. Okay. Just make this kind of a big tunnel. We can do like bushes and trees and stuff in between them. Oh. And then I'm curious, if I were to do something here and I wanted to bring it over top, where do I get to do that? Ooh. There's enough room. So let's bring you this way. Continue this along this way. That's kind of cool. Not the most natural looking thing, but still cool. I think we can fix some of that. All right, it's looking a little better. This needs to come this way a bit. Good, we're still just making money. Even with all these like coasters just sitting in test. Because like, I've got the whole park surrounded and basically nothing producing any money land. I say the main thing I like about this game is it's very therapeutic. It's just super chill. You just kind of, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's a very artsy game if you let it be. Definitely gonna have to rough a bunch of that up. But I also want to do like one more. Yeah, let's do one more. Kind of archy thing to get out here. And maybe we'll do another small one here. Yeah. Just get whatever columns we can get. I also might trim this one just a little bit. Yeah, that's looking a little bit more natural. Let's raise the roof a little bit. I think that's as good as we're going to get there. Okay. I don't like this little fold that like appears here. There. We're going to get rid of that real quick. There we go. Oops. Just make sure everything's up to the track. Okay, I do like that. That's kind of cool. We'll have to get some lights in there for sure, but that's pretty cool. We're going to have to put a lot of lights in here probably. No, this is inverted. I just realized. Can I like... There we go. I'm not totally opposed to that. I just need to figure out how I do this one so I don't get any more to show up. And I kind of hope that's the case. I actually don't know if that's going to be what happens. So let's pull this up here. There we go. Because who actually needs supports? Now that I'm realizing this doesn't actually anchor to anything anymore for like quite a while. Like, this would not be safe at all. That's a good thing physics don't really apply in this game. Okay. So let's figure out how we're connecting this. We'll even that out in a minute. There we go. Feel like it'd be cool to have like maybe a thing kind of arching up into here. Sorry if you can hear my neighbor's kids screaming. Kids be kids. That's kind of neat. Yeah, there we go. Let's get a little bit bigger of a brush here. So I think we're gonna need maybe not quite that big. A little bigger. Because I think we're gonna need some background mountains here. In fact, with this giant thing, because this is going to be a big mountain for sure, let's just go ahead, because it's going to have to sprawl quite a bit. Just go ahead and work this up. I like that sound. Kind of reminds me of it's like the Indiana Jones like big door closing sound, or maybe like manually dialing the Stargate. Oh, cool! That is like a winch. Just took the platform they walk around on up here, gone, is now away. Oh, this is the limit. I don't think it allows me to go any higher. Yeah, okay. I didn't think that was going to be a thing. So, and just to make sure that's not like yeah, that's a world thing. Okay. I'm tempted to make this like a volcano then. That would be kind of cool. This is going to be a hard one with the world limit right here. But I think we can pull it off. It's so tall. Luckily we can clip a lot of the back off. I just need to make this smaller. It's not doing what I want. Oh my, that like went everywhere. That doesn't look that bad though. Pull that up just a little bit. You really gonna make me? There, good enough. Dang it. Okay, good enough. It's not gonna let me fix that one either, is it? Yeah. Okay. Oop, had like a little bit of a freeze or something. It was just a second though. It was probably just thinking about the struts. I've noticed it does that sometimes. It'll like lock up a little bit when it's thinking about how to place the struts. Okay, let's make this a little bigger again. I'm probably going to reshape that a little bit, but good enough for now. Actually, I should probably do it now. Goodness, what are you doing? Okay, that's actually kind of cool. Now that I'm really looking at it, I'm going to leave that alone. I might make the one side that, because it's like right in the volcano area, like I might make it the volcano lava pit or something, but we'll see. Okay, back to terrain. We've almost got the one side done, at least with the mountains. I'll have to rough all that up a little bit still, but it's looking pretty good. And I do want to see if I can connect. Actually, I kind of like that. It makes it feel chaotic. And if we get the right lights in there, that could be cool. Just realized I'm building Mojo Jojo's lair in the middle of the park. All right, let's see if we can start. Let's build this side first, and then let's start shaving. It's unfortunate we have to cover this up, because I kind of like that being open. But there's no way this is going to look natural without it. Okay, now let's do some pushing. Okay, so we're gonna drive a hole through this. It's probably gonna have to be here. That's kind of cool. Okay. So if we use our roughen tool, there we go. We'll make this look a little more natural. At least at the top. Okay, this isn't too bad. This is shaping up. If I get over top of this, will it? Yes. So let's just make that like loop through here. Oh, that's ugly. Less ugly. Don't make more. If I undo, can I get it to go away? I might have done too much. Oop, there we go. Okay, there we go. We'll live with that. This is another like suspended spot. think we could get a really cool arch or something in here. Yeah, there we go. It's a cool arch. Okay, I think that's really as far as we're going to go for today, because we've made a lot of mountain. So let's rough some of this up. Like, finish this up. It's also like, just generally make this less bulbous. There we go. Cool. Fix that up. Those struts are ugly. Oh, we didn't get this guy. Okay. So with the way you drop, you're actually going to be kind of difficult to build for. Let's see if we can get some of this going. Yeah, I like this. Smaller, please. Okay, a little bigger. A little bit bigger. Idea. Okay, we're gonna have to do some sculpting on this for sure. This is just a really awkward shape to build around. I could turn this light up a little bit. I didn't realize how dark it got. Do just a little connecting up here. Okay, let's do some chiseling. I guess that's actually a tool. Push in. Okay, let's do some roughing up. I think I like that. Just bring the size down just a bit. There we go. We'll get this looking a little more natural. Yeah, here we go. Oh my, we just flew. There we go. Yeah, sorry, this is a concentrated game. Like I said, it's kind of just a zone out and cozy just build. I like to sculpt mountains and parks and stuff. Make really intricate, detailed little things that I'll never come back to. There. No, I just need some sort of fiery thing to put in the center. But I like that. I'm okay with that. Okay. So now I think we can start. I want to try and ride some of these and see how they are. And then we're going to have to start prettying up the front areas, the queue areas. That way they can, oops, that way they can actually attract customers. And once that's done, that'll honestly fill a lot of this area, and it'll just be a matter of like decorating the mountains and stuff. I mean, doing all the queues is going to take forever. But we can then, it'll just, then just leave filling in the mountain stuff. Which will be time consuming. But if you kind of just do the, bottom top kind of method, start with the little grasses and bushes and things, and then move into the shrubs, and then into the short trees, and then into the bigger trees. It usually looks pretty good. That's kind of the approach I take with these. And they end up looking all right. Maybe not perfect, but all right. So yeah, let's test some rides. Okay, so let's try the one that we already know is going and see like what's changed on it now that we've. Looks like it's about to start. I see the carriage here. Yeah, they're gonna come back around, and then once they get to their stop point, we'll go. Yeah, here we go. So yeah, now that like the bottom half of the mountain's not missing, let's see how this is. Get some water in me. Here we go. Okay, that's kind of cool. You can see the waterfall. That's pretty neat. Yeah, it's just so much different when you can't see it coming. Or if you can only see like a short distance in front of you, right? Still need to fix that. I think we have a proper amount of in and out. Okay, that was pretty cool. One thing I am worried about is once I started testing, is that going to start aging it? Screw it, we're already super profitable. Let's just see. Yeah, it still says unopened, so I think it's okay. Just realized these are like race cars. Is that it? That's it? It's like barely a ride. I mean, I suppose that feels kind of cool, but I suppose that'll give you a pretty cool view of the park. Like once it's all built. But yeah, that literally lasts like 30 seconds, if that. Yeah, it's literally 32 seconds. It does appear to be a fairly exciting one, though. It's going up to like 80 miles an hour. Okay, and just to be sure, it is aging. We're gonna see if we can get away charging $20 for that. That is no way worth $20, but we're gonna see if we can get $20 out of that. Okay. Let's just open it. So let's also make sure our car is the correct color. I think I actually want to do that the other way around. Just saw this post. Let's see. Let's fix that real quick. There we go. Fixed. Now let us make this a little more scenic. Let's start with some rocks. Get our filter from earlier off there. There, we'll do that. I'll get some bushes. Get that reset on the Z value. Oops, I don't like that. I need to snap to the surface. Let's get some small ones in here. It almost looked like it was floating. Where's the big one of these? There it is. Let's get some smaller ones now. I'll say, as long as you just kind of do this, like, small stuff method first, and move into the... Like, I like to place my rocks first, then move into, like, these little small bushes. What do I hear? Oh, I'm hearing this guy. Like, greeting nobody. I suppose, yeah, they're gonna wander the whole park, aren't they? Didn't think about that. Okay. Let's get our bush now. Like, don't be afraid to cover stuff up. There's always more, like, placement you can do. Plus, it looks more natural when it, like, peeks out. If I remember right, this is just the flat version, yes. Kind of use this in some places too. This guy is just super into it. Okay, now let's get some of these more dry bushes. And they can kind of go more back underneath the cave, because I feel like that makes more sense. They would get less water. This is just a smaller version of that. Another thing is if you rotate them every time you press them, or every time you place them, it'll help kind of randomize the look a little bit. Make it look less like you're placing the same thing over and over again. Placing some beside each other can also kind of help make it look like it's a different asset. Okay, let's get this sparser one. This one you can usually get away placing a little more liberally. Probably could have sank that one a little bit, but whatever. That's the other thing. Raising and lowering their heights can also kind of randomize the look a little bit. Mine overhanging just a little bit. You can also like kind of see I'm like kind of using the corner to hide a bunch of it under the ground. It's another way, another little trick you can do. And let's start doing the dead stuff. I don't know why it keeps getting stuck doing that. There, this is looking pretty good. Yo. Okay, so I think that's our bushes. We're gonna go into the trees now. Let's start with these little short palms. These you got to be careful placing too close to the path because they like to overhang a lot. Come on, stop it. Place another one like right there. And then we'll get some taller ones. Oh, I forgot to place stuff in here, my bad. We'll place a short palm. We'll go back to our bushes real quick. Because I meant to bring these back. By the way, if you haven't been able to tell, the theme of my park is for sure like tropical, so we're gonna stick with the tropical stuff. Okay, what are we sitting at now? 88%. This isn't bad. Let's get some banana trees. Kind of hanging around here. Okay. Let's do some palms, because I don't think I'm going to need a whole lot of other trees. Okay, for these, I'm taking the align surface off. Give them some shade to walk in, even though the sun's probably going to hit the mountains first. Tempted to put a sign here if this one has a sign. Let's see, what is it? Downforce? Nope, no sign for this one. So let's see. Let's find this one. That's lit. That's not lit. Do that. And then we'll do the advanced move stuff. Rotate it a little bit. And then we'll bring it out just a little. Perfect. The Pirata one's just so dumb looking. Okay, I kind of like that. Let's see. That's not too bad. That's just worse. I don't like that at all. Let's go back to that white, and then let's have like a dark outline. Yeah, I like that. I'm okay with that. What are the thoughts on this one? Everybody wants to go on it. Cool. And it has had people actually ride on it. Good. Let's go over 20 since it's an average. %99 on the scenery. Let's get one more thing or two. Do some of the small trees. I'm gonna do one medium tree here ish. There. Perfect. We don't need to make this one super thick, because since it's always in the shadow of the mountain, I feel like it makes sense to make it less foliated. Less foliated. I don't know if that's the correct term, but if I'm going with it. Okay, let's get some lights, and that ought to fix it the rest of the way. Oops, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Do not align those to surface. Let's get them just below the surface. Perfect. We don't actually think about fire safety here. It's fine to just put these underneath, you know, tinder boxes. And like in these super like dry grassy areas. Totally fine. There's that. Okay, good. It's lit all the way on that side, at least. At least get us over to there. We'll figure out the rest later. Nah, screw it. We'll just do it. There. That's not too bad. And then we'll go ahead and put the ones that go out this way. At least to there. Okay, now we need benches. Well, actually, take that back. Gotta do these. Oh my. Getting the camera stuck again. Here we go. This is an interesting roller coaster car. I just realized what it's like a limo Indy car. There. Turn my light off. Should just zoom in, but there we go. There we go. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. And that one is now moving. Oops. All right, now the next one that I'm kind of excited to actually joyride a little bit is this one. The Nephitis. Or the Anubis. I never know which one it's actually called. Like, I think this is actually the name of it, but I think this is the name of the roller coaster. Like, the car on the roller coaster. This is, like, the type of roller coaster, like, track, and this is the car, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. that kind of makes sense given looking at that. This will be fun. Definitely going to need some lights, though. Right through here is going to be pretty dark. Same with all this. Really, just this whole segment right here is going to be pretty dark. Okay. Let's test ride. Is this thing on? All right. Test without foliage number 1. The anticipation is killing me. I also like how it almost looks like the fence texture doesn't move. Like the chain link fence texture over here. Here we go. Oh my, there's like a pillar there. We'll see if we can fix that. This will be pretty cool if the other coasters are going through. You go through this the opposite way that I thought you did. Well, that makes the waterfall cooler. Definitely think I'm going to put a big bush or something here to cover that up. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, where is that giant pillar? Right there. It's for that guy. Let's see if we can make that go away. Come on, just a little. I'll take whatever you'll give me. Okay, not that big. Nope, this isn't the right one. I think it's this one, yeah. Here we go. Can I get any of this to expand? Oh, that sucks. It's happy to take my money, but I don't see anything actually happening. We'll take any growth whatsoever. Oh my. Okay. Need to go back in there. Jeez, stop. Okay, can we get creative and maybe push it a little bit? Or maybe pull it up over this way a little bit? Will this help? It doesn't seem to be helping. It's just a little bigger. Yeah, that's not helping, unfortunately. Excuse me. Nope, we're done. That's it. You never know with the sneezes sometimes. Okay, let's see if we can, like, maybe... like, just getting down in there maybe help. Okay, that's a little better. I'm okay with that. I'll take that. We can make it look like a mine shaft entrance or something. Yeah, these were the other ones I just realized were here. So let's get a post of some sort here. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. There, I can accept that. And as for you... there. I think that will look nice. Jeez, stop. Oh yeah, let's fix that. There. Are there any other, like, weird looking spots? Not that I'm seeing off the top of my head here. That's not the saying there, but I'm saying it anyway. Let's roughen this up a little bit. It's gonna be so much work. But that's why this is the forever build. Because ideally I'll have all of the placeable rides in here, and then I'm gonna like fill in with like things I can make. Because I don't think there's transport rides in this one. Pretty sure there's not. Oh, there are. But I haven't researched any of them. I think I have to make them custom. So it might be worth putting in like a monorail or something that like goes from one end to the other. I don't know, we'll figure that out. But we're definitely getting to a park that's picture worthy. And I can't wait until I can just like get down here and then it will all just be mountains and like nice edge scenery. That's the goal anyway. Yeah, I'm actually wondering if maybe we do like a monorail station here that goes all the way over to here, maybe stops in the middle. I don't know how they work, but that feels like the way to do it. Suppose you could also do like this railroad. Yeah, we'll have to do one of these. So I don't know, maybe we'll have a train that, yeah, that goes across. That'd be kind of cool. How's the load look? So this is insanely busy. We could really use with some refreshments prior right here. Might stick some vending machines out here just to kind of soften the load a little bit. Let's see, Monsieur Frites. Frites? Frites, not fries. Monsieur Frites. I don't speak French. It's probably pretty obvious after that. But this one helps make people thirsty. So let's do that. Tiki Chiki's also pretty good at making people thirsty. We'll do some like coffee, because that also makes people thirsty. Okay. Got a new idea here. Maybe we put these here along this, because there isn't really much else to do here. I dislike that it's the only one that's not. Set off fireworks over there. I dislike that this one doesn't have the railing. I like delete this one. I think I have to like. There we go. Select the building. And I can edit the building. And I can grab you and move you. I'll take it. It looks kind of dumb, but I'll take it. Okay, no, I won't. I'm moving that. Whoa, never mind. Come on. Do what I want to do. Okay, new idea. We're gonna go this way with it. Perfect. There we go. Solved. Now we can maybe alleviate some of this mess. This is absolutely a mess. I think we could charge more for this. We'll charge less for this. See if we can get some more people on it, because it can go quite a few people at a time. Go. Okay, so now we have kind of alleviated some food problems, some drink problems. It'll probably take them a little while to figure out that it's there, but I just like grab people. I can. I'm just gonna move some people out here. See if they'll go to the vending machines instead. I don't think I'm really making a dent though. It might be worth moving these tables out of here. I didn't think this place would get this busy. Yeah, there's just a lot of people coming up and going, this is busy, and leaving. And they're probably having trouble unfilling the trash because it's so crowded. Okay, now this is a little pricier. Oh, it broke down or something. Is it broke down? No, it's not broke down. Did it like just come back up? I have a feeling this just came back up. I know, we haven't built them yet. This thing is always telling me things I already know. Okay, let's get some benches over here and some trash. Nice one there. Looks like a good spot for a bench, actually. Let's make sure they're on either side of these. I feel like I just want one on the corner here. Yeah, it's kind of just in the middle. I like that. Okay, benches. Give the people some places to sit. So what if the foliage is a little over it? Sitting next to the trash is always great. Nice little corner spot here. We'll fill this in with some, like, trees and stuff later. Okay. Let's see if we can draw some more people that way. How is the cube doing? Does not have much of a queue. Bring you down to 10. Another thing I forgot to do on the new roller coaster. I suppose you're still testing. Let's just have you go. So I think it is depreciating. I can always fill it in after. Might as well make the buku bucks off the new bonus though. That looks good. I like this. Okay. So honestly, I'm getting pretty tired. So I think I'm gonna call this here. But we did pretty good. We got this whole mountain range over here and like the volcano-y thing kind of going. Like that's pretty good. We still got a lot of foliating to do, but that's okay. Everything's kind of looking like it's working right. There's people walking all over, which is good. Maybe do with drawing some more people over to this side. That way they have more reason to go to this ride. And like these, I guess all three of these rides. We can do that later. It looks like the big draw right now is for everybody to kind of come this way into this corner. So if we can keep drawing them up here, I think we can get them to go back to the hotel. Which could be doing better. They think everything is cheap. Great. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna call it. Let's see if I can get like a good screenshot-y picture. Kind of liking this. Didn't realize I built this tower right in front of the planet coaster thing, so we might do some rearranging a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Can we get it like maybe up here? Oh yeah, this looks pretty cool. There we go. Trying to get the lower DPI on my mouse here. See if I can get like the roller coaster track in with it. It's like really snappy right now. Ooh, this isn't too bad. Here we go. Just moves so fast. I want to be up above just a little bit so I can see above the trees. We're getting this screenshot. I'm feeling it. Okay. Oh man, this roller coaster is coming. I rushed. I was like, that'd be so cool. Okay. I can just like ever so, yeah, okay, I can accept this. Let's see, it's Control Shift G that makes the UI go away. And we'll give it just a second and wait for the roller coaster to come back. And then I'm just gonna start snapping. We'll probably have like a minute or so before it comes. Oh, here it comes. I think I hear him. There, we got a couple. Okay. I'm gonna call this here. It's been fun. Good times and all that. We'll probably come back to this at some point. But like I said, this is just kind of a place I screw around, so I might screw around some more in it for a while, and then you'll come back when some more is done. It's not like it's super riveting to watch me place trees, right? So, we'll leave that here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.